know how she got like that. I'm still trying to get the old me back. Hey,
second week of training here.
I take the check over the trip, if you know what I mean. I pick the mortgage over rent, if you know what I mean. Yeah, me and all my is winning. Remember back when I could never say what I'm dealing. Alright, nowadays I text my lawyer, ask.
Hey man, it's all good. Don't get down on yourself. Right? Think about it. When you get to the NFL, you're gonna have a whole week to prep for these matchups. So if you put in work in the film room, you're gonna...
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with.
If you haven't heard the name...
The eyes of the college football world have descended upon this grand palace, the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's the second of our two semifinal matchups in the college football playoffs, as it'll be the Oregon Ducks taking on the LSU Tigers. And for the right to play in next Monday's national championship game in Miami, we are underway here in New Orleans. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Terry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Working out. The gun, it's Barrett. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Thomas will look to throw. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw is Thomas. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well.
Hold up, check me out. I think it's fun. They count me out. Now count me in. Oh, I'm hot. Sizzling. Don't count me out. It all begins right now. Catch me if you can. Told them catch up, but I still can't even see him from the view. Got my check up, and now I'm trying to blow a bag or two. Proud of shoe, and all designer drip, get what I desire. Put him out, what I told him, cause that boy, he on fire. Fucking that thing and air it up, been in my bag a little bit. Remember my pockets in a jar, I couldn't a little chick. They say they truly love his paper. You see, that's a mill. Why you catch all my brothers ballin', ain't shooting no bricks. Hold up, check me out. I think the tables done turned.
The eyes of the college football world have descended upon this Grand Palace, the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's the second of our 2 semifinal matchups in the college football playoff. As we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the LSU Tigers. For the right to play in next Monday's national championship game in Miami, we are underway here in New Orleans. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. Now Barrett gets it to Strong. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. And Anderson's got it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Throwing here, Barrett. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Ducks have taken the early lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Thomas. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Williamson. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
From the gun on 3rd down. Williamson toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. Oh, he'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down now, Lloyd.
Well, we've seen this young man really put together a tremendous career at the collegiate level. I mean, this season alone, almost 1,800 yards, better than 100 yards a game. He has been a force in leading his guys to the semifinal.
And, partner, you and I both know that the thought process in the league in recent years has been don't spend a high draft choice on a running back. You can get an excellent runner in the middle to late rounds. Heck, even a free agent sometimes emerges. But in this case, watching him play, with his talents, I have no doubt that a team with conviction may take him in the top 5 in this draft. Put the ball in his chest, stand back, and enjoy the results.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the 2nd half of this semifinal matchup. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. LSU with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williamson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Hauled in by Avant. And he's taken down inside the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes in any play call. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Second down, here's an option right. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. They'll try the left side. It's Terry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. We have played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. Mason Thibodeau, 52 yards. And the Tigers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks set to go on. offense as they come to the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Terry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
You got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
On first down, it's Terry, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Terry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. They run the counter. It's Terry. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So overtime looming here in New Orleans. Each team will get a possession from the defense's 25-yard line. If the score remains tied after each team has had a possession, we'll keep going indefinitely until we get a winner. 1st and 10, LSU. Throwing to start the drive. Williamson going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. His kick is good. And with that, they will take a 3-point lead here in this overtime. They'll run on first down. It's Terry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your...
And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. So this, a crushing way for a season to come to an end, a loss in overtime in the national semifinal.
Well, there's no doubt about it. After losing to Oregon, he'll be joining the NFL with a pretty big chip on his shoulder. I mean, think about it. Every time he's in front of a mic these days, he's finding some way to bring up the loss and how he's using it as fuel, you know, as motivation. Now, I don't know about you, but I like that kind of attitude. And the teams at the top of this year's draft, I'm sure they do too. Here's something else I like. our sponsor for today's show. So we'll be back after a short break with a very early look at the favorites for the upcoming.
Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I didn't expect to answer any questions about my favorite marine mammal. Not really my area of expertise.
Well, this one is a little more straightforward. Teams that pick near the top of the draft are generally concerned with how guys who've had a lot of success in college will handle it if that doesn't come overnight in the NFL.
Obviously, we're picking first overall for a reason. We've got a lot of holes in our roster that we need to fill. So if this is a process that takes some time, how are you going to respond?
I understand this is going to be a process. I'll be walking into a role where I'll be expected to be a leader pretty early on. So my number one priority is to lead by example from day one. Work hard, be a great teammate, and become the best possible player that I can be. And together, in time, we'll turn the franchise around and become the example of organizational greatness in the NFL.
Well, on a slightly more serious note, I want to ask you about your last college game. Now that you're almost 2 months removed from it, does it still bother you that you came up short and didn't win a national championship in your final season?
Oh, for sure. I took it really hard, but I only let it get me down for one day. Since then, I've used it as fuel, because I never, ever want to have that feeling again. It's probably something I'll always keep in the back of my mind throughout my entire pro career.
2 minutes.
It's gonna be good to get back home.
Yeah, I got some good.
So that's the situation. The Hawaii charity game that Russell Wilson is hosting is the same day as the Nike event in New York City that Zoe is heading to. And no, it's not possible to do both.
Man, that's tough. What do you think, Jay?
Well, the Nike event is a good opportunity to continue building up your brand. But the EA Sports event will help your brand in a completely different way. You know how it goes. I know it's a tricky decision, but that's life in the NFL.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I get that. But what I mean is you're always going to have people pulling you in different directions. And there are only so many hours in a day to do everything.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, what's it going to be?
Sitting back, sipping ocean breeze. I don't got a baby ass some boys. All that hating turn up white noise. Trying to get big carpet fly. I don't flex my we'll do it before it stick to your side. I'm a man, I'm a dog, I juice. Just know I'm no too. Talk like, you gotta figure it out, and I wish I did too.
We
first. It's funny how only brought me ether and random outbursts. I told the hood that I'm getting greedy. I blow her budget on me. That's on me. I completed.
wanna be judged, I just wanna be me. Even though we buy chains, we just wanna be free. I don't wanna be judged, I just wanna be me. I just wanna be free. You got to be the one that people looking up to. Try to reach the sun. Level up. Underdogs coming up. Just came through this with the vibe. Wanna be for the best. Sitting in my hoopty, God said I was chose. When you love yourself, baby, trust me, it shows. Leveled up, put me on my own pedestal. Wake up, meditate, and get the dough. You picked the wrong time to fit on me. Yeah, you did. Why would you pick the wrong time? Girl, this old Lou, and I'm the go-to. When you need your back, bro, need that for real. Now who they ask for, like...
Well, you just heard it.
salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not a fool. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest.
Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Swear they passed us, they doing too much.
One more. Set. 70 Lion. Go. Take your time. Focus. Ready up. Ready go. Yeah. Let's go. Bronco 80. Ready. Ready. Yeah. Woo. Well done. Ow.
As you might expect, we've been keeping up with the various pro days being held at colleges across the country. And I'm hearing a lot of excitement coming out of LSU's campus. Yeah, I've got people I trust telling me we could see their star running back chosen among the top 5 spots at the NFL draft. Now, that's a pretty big deal because
All right, Coach. We'll sync up later on. Hey, man, I don't want...
Yeah, perfect. We'll
We are not only with the projected #1 pick of the NFL draft, we are also joined by his agent, Jordan Wright. You know, you don't see a lot of players sign with a relatively unknown agent. How'd you convince him to sign?
She's more hungry than I am. You need those types of people.
I didn't have to convince him. You know, you've seen it all and heard it all. There was a lot of doubt when he made the announcement, but we knew what the reaction would be.
She just had to be herself. You're just a number out there with some people, but her vision, her path, she's gonna change the game, and I'm committed to making it happen.
Well, she has to be good to get you to sign with Nike. Did they give you the LeBron deal?
We don't disclose numbers.
All right.
Getting him in with Nike was a big deal for me. The greatest athletes in the world are a part of this family. He should be no different.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the biggest you made it moments over the last few months. There's been a ton of them, no doubt, but getting the chance to take part in this event was a huge deal.
The Nike swoosh looks good on you, I'll say that. And you made your way to Canton the other day.
I did. and it's something every football fan needs to do. We have to pay homage to the game.
So as you get prepared to be selected in the upcoming draft, potentially first overall, it has to have special meaning for you to go there and be immersed in football history, right?
Only 14 players in NFL history have been drafted number 1 and made it to the Hall of Fame. But I fully intend on being number 15.
You heard the man. He thinks he's Hall of Fame bound, and I'm certainly not going to provide any opposition to that. If I were a betting woman, I'd say he'd be returning to Ken someday as a Hall of Famer. I wish you nothing but the best of the draft tomorrow.
This was fun, Nia. Appreciate you.
I met a shorty who's about to turn 40. I'm talking my we just shooting the breeze. Brothers and Porsches, but popping their watches, the whipping and raining. I keep it a G. Turn out the streets, we disturbing the peace. Cause it don't feel.
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor.
What up, man?
So I'm back with my brother and together.
The Home tab is your personal dashboard. Keep.
You've been big.
Look, I played the game, I missed the shot, I had to answer them.
Upukai hola.
Ah, so you're the one the entire offensive staff is hyped about, huh?
I don't know about all that.
I'm Alexandra Bishop, defensive coordinator.
It's nice to meet you, Coach.
Really impressed with your film. Can't wait to see you bring the same energy here.
I'm gonna give it everything I got.
Now we're talking. Hey, I may be the defensive coordinator, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't love...
Yeah. Turn me up, then the tables and turn. Hold up, check me out. I think the tables and turn. Forget the bridge we don't build this time, I let them all burn. They tried to count me out. When now it's the word. I bring in paper, paper, paper from the first to the third. They count me out, now count me in. Oh, I'm hot, sizzling. Don't count me out, it all begins right now. Catch me if you can. Total catch up, but I still can't even see him from from the view. Got my check up, and now I'm trying to blow a bag or two. Proud of shoe, and all designer drip, get what I desire. Put him out, what I told him, cause that boy, he on fire. Walk in that thing and air it up, and in my bag a little bit. Remember my pockets in a jar, I couldn't the little chick. They say that Trilly left his paper. You see, that's a milk, why you catch all my brothers ballin', ain't shooting no bricks. Hold up, check me out. I think the tables in turn. Forget the bridge we done built, this time I let them all burn. They tried to count me out. Well, now it's the word. I bring in paper from the first to the third. They count me out, now count me in. Oh, I'm hot, sizzling. Don't count me out, it all begin right now. Catch me if you can. Never really care what they say. On God, only ever care about one thing. Ching, ching, ching. Cha-ching, rack A's. Hit the bank, ba-bang, put you in your play. Wait, they done got me started. Without me, it's not a party. Ma, he got it rockin'. We bring havoc to your lobby. Tristan, he got shotty. They gon' copy cause we poppin'. Blues up in my wallet. If I like it, then I copy. Hold up, check me out. I think the tables in turn. Forget the bridge we done built, this time I let them all burn. They tried to count me out. Well, now it's the word. I bring in paper from the first to the third. They count me out, now count me in. Oh, I'm hot, sizzling. Don't count me out, it all begin right now. Catch me if you can.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel an envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more.